It's been 100 years since Russia had its revolution that put an end to the monarchy and eventually led to the Bolshevik uprising and the establishment of the Soviet Union. The first revolution that started on the 8th of March 1917 was called the February Revolution, according to the old calendar that Russia was using at the time. Dr. John Barber from King's College, Cambridge, who specialises in Soviet and Russian history, describes those events and explains why they still resonate today.
The impact of the war on Russia was a very heavy one. Russia was suffering substantial casualties, while on the home front, conditions were becoming worse and worse. Bread protests become bread riots. The attempts by the forces of law and order to keep these under control fail, and very quickly the authority of the government just evaporates. When Lenin returns, the next thing he does is to declare that the provisional government was the enemy, not the friend, of true socialists and true revolutionaries. The soldiers and the sailors become more and more hostile to the provisional government. General Kornilov marches on Petrograd. The unpopularity of the provisional government is growing and growing. The Russian Revolution put revolution on the agenda for any radical movements that wanted fundamental change in their country. And it's a process that's alive, if not well, in the 21st century.
In Russia, September 1st is known as Knowledge Day, celebrating the first day of school. But in 2004, in the town of Beslan, there was no cause for celebration. That morning, Islamic terrorists arrived at the local school under the command of Muslim warlord Shamil Besayev. They then took over 1,000 people hostage for 3 days, including 777 innocent children, with demands that Russian military troops pull out of Chechnya. The terrorists forced all of the parents and small children into the gymnasium of the school and wired bombs throughout it set to a dead man switch. As police arrived, the terrorists gave a simple threat: wound one of us, we kill 20. Kill one of us, we kill 50. By the second day, a negotiator had entered the school in an attempt to learn about the terrorist demands. He was able to convince the terrorists to release 11 mothers and 15 babies personally to him. At around 1 p.m. on the third day, an explosion came from the gymnasium, followed by a second one moments later. The gym erupted in an inferno, killing almost 160 people, many of them women and children. The explosion opened a wall in the gymnasium, letting hostages escape and prompting the local militia to start firing at the terrorists, resulting in an all-out firefight. While the battle waged, hostages ran for their lives. 2 hours after the assault began, Russian troops claimed control of most of the school. Parents were rushing frantically, trying to find out if their children had survived. When the dust had settled, a total count of 334 people were killed, 186 of them innocent children. In the face of tragedy, the people of Beslan came together, stood strong, and defeated the Muslim terrorists that had taken siege. The horrors of that day should never be forgotten. It should be a constant reminder that the people of Russia and the world will stop those who threaten our freedom.